to fire him before his retirement takes effect on Sunday. A pink slip could cost him his pension benefits. McCabe oversaw the FBI investigation into Hillary's email scandal, but the former deputy director announced his resignation in January to avoid a likely demotion. The FBI reportedly recommended firing McCabe after word leaked that the DOJ's inspector general concluded that McCabe misled investigators. So let's discuss this and other developments with former FBI national spokesperson John Iannarelli and Saul Weisenberg, who is deputy independent counsel under Ken Starr. All right, Saul, let's start with you on this. So McCabe has all this junk in his past. His wife, getting the help from Hillary's friend and not revealing it, of course. And then, of course, everybody's concerned about the way he handled the email investigation. And now he's set to retire on Sunday. Is it a little late to be talking about firing him? I mean, if they were going to fire him, why wait until like Thursday or Friday right before he retires? That just seems bizarre to me.
It's bizarre, and it's a little unsettling. And even a lot of my friends who are in the Bureau and former Bureau are a little upset with the timing of it. To come in 2 or 3 days for the head of OPR within the Bureau to come in 2 or 3 days before his retirement and put A.G. Sessions in that situation is a little bit weird. And Laura, I am no fan of how McCabe has handled these things. Keep in mind that the only way an FBI agent is going to really lose his pension is not through general misconduct. It is through basically not telling the truth, being dishonest. And that's what the supposed allegation is. And, of course, we haven't seen the OIG report. We don't know for sure what it is. But there's just something a little bit troubling about the timing. And the person who heads up OPR within the FBI is not a very popular person.
Yeah, well, again,
right. It's not. A lot of her rulings have been overturned, up at the next level. In fact, the people that she's disciplined who then come back are known as boomerangs in the Bureau because a lot of her rulings are overturned. Yeah,
well, it is again established, is it not, John, that we had a situation where McCabe did not reveal the extent of the help his wife received from a very close friend of Hillary Clinton when Andrew McCabe was leading the investigation into Hillary Clinton's email server. Of course, Terry McAuliffe, a connected PAC, giving that several $100,000 to his wife's failed bid for the state legislature.
That's all true, and all due respect to Saul, I'm going to disagree, because the reality is if they did something after he retires, there's no repercussions. Your pension is not a guaranteed gift. When you're an FBI agent, it's about living up to the protocols and policies, honesty and integrity. Would you rather that he be allowed to retire even though something may have been done wrong and it was determined by OPR, yet he can benefit? Agents are held accountable for their behaviors, and I think this speaks to many things that happened when Mr. McCabe was working for Director Comey.
Sarah Huckabee today on The View said, look, this is for Jeff Sessions to decide, but it was at a briefing, but she reiterated that he was a bad actor in their view. And so she kind of gave the drive-by, but he's a bad actor, but this is up to Jeff Sessions. This is what that renowned legal scholar, Sunny Hostin, today said on The View. Let's watch.
We've seen this war on our intelligence community, this war on the FBI. I mean, this man is a career agent. I don't know what he did or did not do, but I am troubled with this constant attack on our intelligence community, because that is the stuff that dictators are made of.
This is stuff that dictators are made of, because the intelligence community never gets anything wrong, Saul. They never make a mistake and never get anything wrong. Okay, 9/11.
It's a ridiculous comment, but again, keep in mind, agents, supervisors, whoever they are within the Bureau, they only really lose their pension, which is probably the best pension in the whole U.S. government, for the dishonesty, that kind of dishonorable conduct. He would never lose his pension because he did, even if he really was a bad actor in the email investigation. So if we just don't know what's in the report. So if it's incredibly detailed and incredibly damning and Sessions has a chance to look at it and make that decision in 2 or 3 days, that's one thing. But that's a very big deal to come in and present this to the Attorney General with only 2 or 3 days for him to look at it. And again, I think of this particular person, the head of OPR. She didn't do the investigation. She just took the OIG's report. And so I'm troubled by the timing of it. That's just the way it is.
But Sessions may have gotten a sneak preview, right, John, of what's in that IG report. I mean, he already knows basically what's in it. And so if it comes out, it's really bad on McCabe, then he sits on, woo, I have a pension, great. That also looks odd.
It does, and Saul's right. The reality is in the FBI, there's many things that can be forgiven yet punished, but lack of candor, not telling the truth, is unforgivable. Agents and support employees will be terminated for that type of thing to happen, and there are no exceptions. I think this is a good message when there has been leadership problems at times in the FBI that no one can escape their responsibilities to their job.
Yeah, and if investigations look like they're at their very core politicized, talk about undermining the confidence of the FBI and the intel community. It's supposed to be calling balls and strikes without concern for politics, and that was my concern from the beginning. Yeah, really quick.
Look, just don't forget that if he really misled a federal investigation, there's a potential for a criminal referral there. So,
right, and then still getting the pension.
It's not like there won't be any. It's not like there won't be any more options.
Yeah, we got you. All right, guys, fantastic segment.